Tell us about the storm of '62.
Well, the water came. My sister called my mom and said, "You better get across the street," because my sister's house was up. It was like 3 steps before you had to get into the house. Our house was flat. So she said, "You got to come across the street because the water is rising." So by the time we got, my mom had to find all her important papers and stuff like that. And by the time we got across the street, right across the street, it was like ankle high. So we stayed there that night, and the water came up to my sister's top step, but not in her house. Now, our house was, the next day, they had to helicopter people out. And the lady next door to us, my sister's house, which was the McCargo, they had to take her out by helicopter because there was just so much water. There was houses, there was, roofs of houses. There were toilets, there were bathtubs all floating down the street. There were boats out riding through the streets because there was just that much water. It wrecked the Stone Harbor Bridge, and we had to go, when school started, we had to go all the way through North Wildwood to get back to Middle Township. So it was like, it was devastating, but I didn't really realize it at that time because you're young,
Were you afraid?
No, not really. No, I wasn't afraid because I had my mother and my sister, all my family was there with me. Like if they had been separated or something like that, maybe I would have been, but I felt very secure. It was just the fact that it was so devastating that I didn't really realize it until after I got older and saw it on TV, just what I was in.
Well, what happened to your house then?
Our house was flooded. That was it. There was no major damage done to the house, just the water went in, But
Ruined your sofa?
oh
ruined
yeah,
your heater?
yeah, but that was minor compared to losing your life or, something of that nature. So that was my dealings with the '62.
Did you
And
know anybody that lost their home?
Well, all the homes on Scotch Bonnet were torn up. Half of them was in the street. It was like unreal. It looked like a bomb had gone off afterwards. But I didn't know anybody personally that lost their home, no. Because all our houses on 81st Street were somewhat preserved, or whatever was happening to it was fixed. So we didn't.
How long did it take you to get back living in your own house?
I would say until the storm was over and the water resided. Then I made about a week, if that long,
Okay.
because it didn't take us long.
Mm-hmm. Most of the houses that went were on the beach side.
Mm-hmm.
They were on the right, because there were no dunes at that
Yeah.
time.
The nuns retreat. It was down on
110.
100. Yeah. That was gone.
I know it took some of the statues.
No. I don't know whether it was at 99th Street. Why am I thinking 99th Street?
There was something on the beach at 99th
There was a
Street.
retreat.
It was like an
A
apartment.
nun's retreat, not the
Not the big villa?
not the big villa, no.
A different one.
Yeah. And it went because the ocean waves were breaking. No, it was on 83rd Street. Were breaking over this house, and it was just like a 3-story building, and there was a nuns that used to.
Nautilus.
No.
No.
I know
No?
what she's talking about.
No,
It later became a, like a guest house.
Yeah, but that was like. It was on 83rd Street.
It's still there.
You still there?
Yeah.
Building is.
The nuns
Oh,
still
okay.
use it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the waves were breaking
Breaking into it.
over top of that
Of that 3-story house.
3-story house. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was something.
Okay.
It was more so something after I got older than it was when it actually was happening.
Yeah.